Hello, welcome back to Nurse Notes with Ken's Wheels. Today we are going to be talking about pooping. But before we dive into the topic of today, I will recommend you watch the previous video about constipation. This is going to help you better understand this video of today and to better know when to apply the measures I'm about to share with you. So hey, watch now and watch that video. I'll link up the video on the screen so you can watch that video and then you can better understand the video of today. So today we are going to be talking about pooping. Yes, you got me right. I'm going to be helping you on how to poop easily. So if you want to know the natural ways in which you could prevent constipation, or why not treat constipation, make sure you stay to the end of this video while we talk about it. In the previous video, just a little recap, I threw more light to what constipation was, how you could tell if you were constipated, and the things that predisposed you to constipation. And in the video of today, I bring to you natural ways in which you could help yourself relieve constipation symptoms and how to prevent constipation or to help you poop on a regular basis. I hope you won't mind when I try to refer you back to the previous video because this is just a part 2 of the previous video. And I know it has been a long wait. Your girl has been very busy with school and work, but hey, here I am with the knowledge you have been waiting for. So let's dive into the video. Constipation, as I earlier said, it's a common gastrointestinal problem. And constipation means different things to different individuals. If you go to the toilet 3 times or less than 3 times a week and the stool is hard, dry, lumpy, and you always have to strain to bring it out, then this video is for you. Make sure you stay to the end of the video so as to learn the tips I have for you that will help you stool without stress. I have 2 focus here. That will be your dietary changes and your lifestyle changes. So, understanding the factors contributing to your constipation will help you better understand which of the following measures best relieve your constipation symptoms. And these 2 will work in hand to treat constipation or to help you obtain maximum benefits. The first I'll be talking about is making sure you increase your fluid intake. The human body contains about 60% of fluid. So if you eat a lot of food, fatty foods, and you do not take in adequate fluids to help in the digestion of the consumed food or to soften it to ease the passage to the rectum, then it's going to be a problem for you. So you need to increase your fluid intake. It is recommended at least 6 to 8 glasses of water a day or 2 to 3 liters a day. So make sure you increase your fluid intake. Some people might say, oh, I drink a lot of fluids, I drink a lot of water, but yet I still feel bloated. I still feel nauseous. I still feel uneasy. What am I doing wrong? If you are taking water, fluids, and it seems not to help you, please try taking a cup of warm water first thing in the morning on an empty stomach. Warm water breaks down the food particles faster than cold water, and this is going to soften the food easily and helps it passes down to the rectum. But yet, if you try the warm water and it doesn't help you, this is something that will definitely do, and that is drinking a cup of hot coffee first thing in the morning. How does this help you? We all know coffee contains caffeine, and caffeine increases the contraction of intestinal muscles. Caffeine improves bowel movement, thereby increasing urge. So when you drink a cup of coffee, it stimulates muscle contraction, increasing the pace at which stool passes down to the rectum. So make sure you consume coffee, but please do not exceed 4 cups of coffee a day, because too much of caffeine, will also predispose you to constipation. These are things that will help us, but you have to do this moderately, because overdoing it might also pose a problem. You get it? So make sure you take coffee. And please, if you suffer from irritable bowel syndrome, please do not try this. Do not take coffee. Because once you are suffering from irritable bowel syndrome, consuming caffeine product will lead to dehydration, thereby worsening your constipation symptom. Riding on to the next thing you need to do, which is exercise. Incorporating exercise to your lifestyle changes will go a long way relieving your constipation symptoms. Let's say going for a walk on a daily basis for about 15 to 20 minutes. It will help you. And going for a jog or running, when you run, your intestine juttles. And when they juttle, this peristaltic movement of stool down the colon, it increases, thereby increasing the pace at which it reaches the rectum. So make sure you do exercise regularly and incorporate it with stretching and yoga. Some yoga poses will definitely help you. That, for example, the one which permits you to squat. So squatting permits your anatomical organs to be in the right way to ease the pathway of stool down the colon to the rectum, where it can be passed out through the anus. So make sure you exercise, you stretch, and you do yoga. Now, moving on, consuming fiber food. Yeah, we kind of hear this a lot, like you should eat a lot of fruits and vegetables. Has it ever occurred to you why you are being encouraged to eat a lot of fruits and vegetables? Okay, if not, I'm here to throw more light to that. Fruits and vegetables are what we call fiber. And increasing fiber to your diet improves your digestion and your intestinal tract health. How does this work? Fibers are in the soluble forms and the insoluble forms. So the soluble fibers increases the stool density, that is the size of the stool, while the insoluble increases the pace at which the stool passes down to the rectum. That is, they are softeners. So examples of fibers you can take to soften your stool and to ease your bowel movement and improve your digestive health is oatmeal, whole grains, fruits and vegetables, as you earlier said. But please, do not overdo it. It is recommended that for a man, a daily consumption of about 38 grams of fiber should be respected. And for women, 25 grams of fiber. So make sure you do not exceed about 70 grams, because this will also predispose you to constipation. As I earlier said, doing these things are really good, but overdoing it becomes a problem. So please, incorporate fibers into your diet, but do not overdo it. Before I arrive to another option, I would like to tell a little story, like a short story, very brief story. So I was out on one of my outpatient care bridge or activity, and I was with a colleague. And we were walking together, and when she said something like, "Hey, I haven't taken my bacterials for today." For a moment, I paused. I felt like I didn't get her right. And I was like, "That's bitter?" And she repeated, "I haven't taken my bacterials for today." And I was like, "Hey, was meinst du mit, du hast noch nicht deine Bakterien heute eingenommen? Sollen wir die Bakterien nicht entfernen? Warum musst du noch Bakterien reinnehmen?" So I was just trying to ask her, since we converse in the German language, I was asking her, are we not supposed to take away the bacteria from our body? Why should you be saying you're taking more bacteria in? So I became more curious. And when I'm curious, I ask a lot of questions. I do a lot of research. And that is how I learned about the next, which is probiotics or prebiotics. In our gut, gut is another name for the gastrointestinal tract. So if I say gut once in a while, don't be confused. They mean the same thing. So in our gut lives natural bacteria that helps the digestion of food. So when these bacteria, these good bacteria are in balance, it predisposes us to constipation. This is why we need prebiotics or probiotics to regulate the balance, to help our food properly digested and to improve our digestive health. So what are probiotics? They are live bacteria that can be consumed through food such as yogurt or through supplements that we get from the pharmacy. So this is what my colleague actually meant. She meant her supplements that she got. So the things we learned every day. Probiotics are good bacteria that live in the gut. And when they are imbalanced or when they are not enough to protect us or to help our digestive health, we now need to ingest them through foods like yogurt, cheese, sauerkraut, or we get them through supplements from the pharmacist. I believe you can buy them without a prescription. Prebiotics are good bacteria that also live in the gut. So when they are in balance, we need to also take foods that are rich in prebiotics, like for example, garlic, onions, and apple, and honey, even asparagus. These are foods that are rich in prebiotics. So we need to consume these foods so as to maintain the balance of the good bacteria in our gastrointestinal tract that will improve or strengthen our immune system, thereby improving our gastrointestinal health, preventing us from constipation. Hope that is clear. Moving on to another thing I learned during my research, and that is castor oil. This was new to me. Did you know that castor oil is a natural laxative? I didn't, but now I do. So instead of going to the pharmacy at every little complaint of uneasiness, being bloated, or feeling nauseous, why not try out the natural laxative, castor oil? Castor oil works by increasing the contraction of your intestinal muscles, thereby increasing the pace at which stool travels down the colon to the rectum. I believe by the end of this explanation, you're going to have an idea of the anatomical. You get it? Understanding anatomy is perfect, because when you understand the human anatomy, explaining these things becomes easy. So believe me, if you do not do the things I'm bringing to you now, you always have the constipation symptoms, and it's such an uneasy feeling, and I do not like to be constipated, because when I'm constipated at times I feel so moody, and I'm just angry at the people beside me for no good reason, just because my gastrointestinal health is bad, is poor. So please make sure you incorporate this. As I was talking about castor oil, make sure you take it as directed. That is 1 or 2 tablespoons on an empty stomach, preferably in the morning, and wait for your results after 8 hours. Try this out and let me know in the comment section if it helped you. Okay, now riding on. Another way that will help you in preventing constipation is establishing a poop routine. What do I mean by establishing a poop routine? There are some people that before they leave the house in the morning, they pass out stool. And there are others that whenever they return home, they go to pass out stool. They have trained themselves to pass out stool at regular intervals of the day. So establishing a pooping routine will help you a long way. And make sure you do not choose hours of the day of which you are at the rush, because you will not have the time to relax and pass out stool. Adjusting your posture will also help you. In my previous video, I highlighted how you could properly sit on your toilet. Please make sure you check it out so as to know how you are supposed to sit to pass out stool or to ease your passage of stool without any stress or strain. There are some times when you sit on the toilet like this. I don't have a toilet here, but let me try to demonstrate. You are on the toilet like this. You get it? And the tendency is you try to go forward, thinking that you're going to help yourself pull. But what you don't know is you're worsening it. You're actually taking your organs away. That means the root is blocked. It cannot go down. I will advise you watch your previous video so as to better understand what I'm trying to explain here. Never ignore the urge of going to the toilet. Whenever you feel like going to the toilet, make sure you go to the toilet. Do not prolong it. It's not necessary. Respond to the call of nature and you will enjoy it. Now, privacy. Make sure you have maximum privacy and let your toilet be relaxing, clean, comfortable. If possible, light candles. One thing I learned during my work in the hospitals is a lot of clients that drink apple juice always tend to have running stomach. Now I'm wondering, is it that when you take apple juice, it helps you to pass out stool? I asked and I got my answers. Yes. So drink apple juice if you are constipated. Try it out. If it works for you, let me know, please. Okay? But it definitely works. But do not take it in a way that's going to cause diarrhea. Avoid alcohol. I said in my previous video. Avoid banana. Avoid chocolate. Avoid white bread. This will predispose you to constipation. Avoid eating fast foods. Avoid eating fatty foods. Avoid drinking gassy juice, drinks that contains a lot of gas. Avoid them, for they will they'll make you to be bloated. Once you're bloated, you are constipated. And you do not want to walk around every day bloated, moody, and just angry with the world for doing nothing to you. You get it? So it's all in your hands. Make sure you do all what I have said in the video and watch yourself pass out stool daily. So that was it. And make sure you rest and sleep. Getting enough rest and sleep will also help you relieve your constipation symptoms. So that was it for today. The natural ways in which you could relieve your constipation symptoms and the natural ways you could help yourself poop. If this video was helpful, make sure you give me a thumbs up, okay? And hey, check out my previous video. And thank you for those who have been supporting, sharing, liking, and subscribing. Your girl is grateful. If this is your first time seeing my face or seeing this channel, please, I'm bringing knowledge. I'm sharing knowledge. Subscribe and share. Let the word out. It's high time we pay more relevance to our health. So please subscribe to my channel and click the notification bell so that when I upload another video, you'll get notified. Thank you for staying to the end of this video, and I hope it was worth a wait. Have a blessed day. Ciao. Make sure you eat probiotics and prebiotics in forms of onions, asparagus. How should I pronounce it? Egal. You get what I mean.